got a truckload of water coming to fill up our pool. You guys said you want to see more of this car. Maybe we can get on it a bit. It's a crank up. It's very much like a farm AMP kind of show, right?
I'm speechless, so I don't know what to say.
Well, it's that time of the week again for us to show you what we got up to this week at Faded. We've done a hell of a lot of stuff, been to Cromwell. You guys seen the last week's video, the jet sprint stuff, so that video was live last week, I should say. And that was one of our longest videos we've produced yet. There's an event on that we're going to go check out. So yesterday was Blair Vining, Pack the Park, invitational rugby game. We're there, we're filming for a client. We also filmed a little clip for ourselves, but I don't know if we're going to put in this video. We went around the terraces and it got pretty messy. Now we've just let Cannon out. We're about to take the Sylvia out because you guys wanted to see more of the Sylvia. Once we clean the Sylvia, we're going to head out to Edendale and check out Crank Up. And then later on in the afternoon, once we've been out to Crank Up, check that all out, we've got a truckload of water coming to fill up our pool. Now we recently emptied our pool out. We never put the cover on it and it's been here for a whole year and the water was just too green.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Putting it in here in the little dog pen, the weeds will grow up around it and our mower guy sprayed it all, and obviously you can't get a weed eater up to the edge of the pool because if you hit the pool with a weed eater. Let's head on into the shed, move the ute, get the Sylvia out, and then we can head on out the road to Edendale and check out what's going on at Crank Up. We did a wee poll on Instagram. If you want to know what's going on before you see these videos, head on over to our Instagram page. Follow us on there. You guys said you want to see more of this car, because obviously we've unveiled this car, shown you a video on this. But we've had this car for a long period of time. We've had this car for, I think it's coming up 3 years. And obviously we used to run the Faded plate on it. The Faded plate's now on this car. We've now got the number plate Slurp on this car. Oh, this car's been through a lot, I tell you.
Welcome to my life.
I didn't know too much about SR20s or S14s or any kind of Sylvia when I bought this car. Seen it, liked it, paid for it, drove it home.
Life is good.
A lot of money later, we've got a forged SR20 S15 motor with a TD05 on the side, Synchro manifold, 1000cc injectors, a Haltech ECU. It's a peepy little motor. Looking at a TD06 upgrade. Obviously it's got 0.5 oversized pistons, it's got cams. I want to get the whole thing under sealed and then paint the top cover, obviously. Open door, repaint, full respray. Still picking the colour though, so if you have any ideas on what colour you want to see this car, comment below. But it can't be red, and it can't be green, and it can't really be blue. Now, I don't know if this will start first pop because I believe there's a slow drain on the battery. So sometimes we have to jump start it and there's another battery right there. Now, we've got to make sure it's not in gear. Oh, yep. I told you it wouldn't start.
How do you tell somebody that you care about deeply? I told you so.
The battery's in the boot, so that's what I was pointing at the boot talking about, the battery. It's not in the front. So we'll open up the boot. I need to get myself some jumper cables because, yeah, obviously here's the boot. But here's a nice way, we showed you this on Instagram as well. This is something we don't often show you. The boot area of the Sylvia. We normally park it at shows with the bonnet up. But yeah, so we've actually made I've made a custom parcel tray, whatever you call it, boot liner, and put the sub in there instead of having a sub box. So you can still utilize this area for bags and whatever. But I guess when you're going away, it's just 2 years because obviously this is a coupe. It's not a 4-door car. We put bags in the back seat and bags in the boot. How are we going to do this? Oh, there we go. We're sparking away. Let's see if that starts the bastard. Straight up. Like, no shit. These things, wonderful. Like, honestly. Oh, the car wouldn't start beforehand, but it started now. Who needs jumper leads when you've got a toolbox here full of 18mm and 19mm spinners?
I appreciate that you actually came out and told the truth finally.
Well, that's the Sylvia clean. Let's try and count how many vehicles we've cleaned on camera so far. We've cleaned 2, the Ute and the Sylvia. We've still got to show you the van being cleaned and the Merc. I think this is going to become a little bit of a running joke, cleaning cars on camera for content. Hey, Kelly's behind the camera and she's like, can we clean the Mazda?
Wow.
And literally the Mazda talking about is her car, which is right here. What'd you do?
That's it.
Living on where we live is great, but this is a problem. We've got about 800 meters of gravel road. Probably not 800 meters, probably only like 400, but yeah, when this car is like this far off the ground, like, yeah, you grade it. You don't want to go too fast either, and obviously I've just cleaned it too. So, but they street swept this intersection recently, which is great. So let's head on out to Edendale. Right now, we're looking at, I think it's a Southern tractor pull. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. This will back up, get hooked up, and then that will drag it from there all the way down there. Now these guys are leveling out the ground, so he'll hook up as he's pulling down the track. That'll slowly go down, the weight will go up, and then obviously you'll see you there, the meters it's been pulled. So all these tractors are lining up to get hooked up to this machine to then pull it down this stretch. So it's about to get going. I'll be quiet and you're about to hear the noise. So these tractors are not stock. They've spent a little bit of money on them, make them do this job. So as they go down, you'll see that platform there, it gets stuck on the ground. So here we go. So by the time they get down to the end of there, that tractor that's being towed behind will generally off the ground. So currently at the moment it's at 69 meters. So it's pulled it all the way, oh, we're getting there, it's bogging down a bit. We're at 78 meters. So the wheels on that other tractor that's being towed are now off the ground. So that's theoretically a tractor pull. So all of these tractors here are lining up to go next, and we'll go and see what's going on in the rest of the show. This year at Crank Up, they're celebrating Ford. Actually 60 years of the Mustang, but there's a lot of other Fords here. So there's some cool old Utes, and I would love an old Ford Ute, some old Ford trucks. So we'll show you a couple of these. Yeah, these slick rigs, they're both left-hand drive. Looks like they've had a bit of fun in the 70s mule, the number plate that's on it, being towed by this awesome American import. Here at Crank Up, it's all about wheels, motors, cars, everything really. So there's a bit of everything here. Got big trucks like we just shown you, a little bit of a montage of that. All these cars, heaps of different, like I said, it's celebrating 60 years of Mustang. So we've got a hell of a lot of Mustangs here. Old Fords, old XD, I would say. Probably got that wrong. XD. What does it say on the window? It is just a Fairmont, doesn't say what it is. But to me, I think that's an XD. It's not an XF. XF different front. And all these Mustangs here. So we'll walk around a bit, find something to eat, find something to drink, get rehydrated, get fed, get food in us. And then we'll come back and show you some more of the action happening here at Crank Up Day.
Nice.
So I've just found this SM17, so Scott McLaughlin 17 Mustang. So I'm going off the number plate here by saying it's number 4. I'm not sure how many of these were built. I know this is a special edition Mustang commission, obviously with Scott McLaughlin when he was racing for, I think it was DJR.
Have a good run, mate. Thanks for talking to us.
You don't want me to take you for a lap, or what do you want me to do?
No, press on, Ken, if you want to.
So it's obviously got Scott McLaughlin touches. He styled it, and it's a pretty tidy looking Mustang, to be honest. I'd say a few years time, even probably now, it's worth a little bit of money. So you don't often see these around, and it's actually got a supercharger, and it's even signed. It's got Scott McLaughlin's signature right here. It's got a big Hereford supercharger on there, so I'm not too sure how many of these were made, or if they can still be. I don't think they can be purchased anymore, but yeah. There's your Scott McLaughlin Mustang. Check this out. This is the Ford parade that's happening, and we've got an amazing representation of an AU Falcon. Got a Cortina here. My dad used to own one of those, actually. Could be my dad's old one. I wouldn't even have a clue. Got an old Cosworth there. There's a range of different Fords out here, but I don't know really what kind of route these guys are taking, because people are driving all over the place. They might be parking up. So it's pretty cool to see a lot of people here at Crank Up, which is great. At Crank Up, there's a range of different things. So here's a reproduction steam engine. I think they're in the process, I haven't asked, so I think they're in the process of rebuilding it. So the bottom is original, and all on the top's been all refabricated. So there's a range of these here at the event, and these run on fuel, well not fuel, they run on wood and coal and not your standard lot of fuel. So obviously these travel from all over the countryside to be here. Some of them are local, some of them stay here. But yeah, they travel around, and it's very much old technology, which is still very much alive and well today. Check this little contraption out. This is a little steam engine, pretty cool. So you can see here, runs on coal. The water truck actually turned up while we're out at Crank Up, and they put the water into the pool, and then over the last couple of days we've been obviously chlorinating it, testing it. I think, oh, even the test strips are still out here, so we'll test it. And I did tease on the old Instagram and Snapchat stories that I'm going to do a jump in the pool, but we might even just jump in our clothes, because I'm about to have a shower and jump on a plane and head to Palmerston North. So I'm just trying to get these testing strips out of here. So we'll test the water. If you want to ever test your water, obviously you get these testing strips here, and then obviously they go different colors and whatnot. So let's try and shut this up. And he's just throwing his ball in the tree. What the hell? Where'd it go, mate? Anyway, here's the testing strip. We just put it in the water. So how we read it, if you can see there, it's not quite clear enough, is it? There we go. Anyway, the first one is pH level, which is okay. The chlorine is getting a little bit low, so we need to put some more chlorine in there. The alkali is good, and then obviously the stabilizing stuff's all right. Oh, no wonder why this looks pretty f***ed up, because the dog's chewed it. I've only just realized. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page. Our marketing for the HTPO Fest has gone live now. Hopefully by the time you see this video, we would have dropped our little promo. Otherwise, it'll be dropping hopefully by the end of next week, because editing takes some time. We want to get it right for you guys. We want to have a killer promo video.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man.
If you're not from Invercargill, you want to come down to HPTO Fest, send us a message, let us know, and we can hook you up with some discounted accommodation. We can't cover your accommodation, but what we can do is we can find someone that can look after you.
Well, now we're getting somewhere.
We want your feedback, so tell us below what you guys want to continue to see. So we told you earlier that we are heading to Palmerston North for the Palmies Team Champs. That's right, we fly to Wellington, grab a rental car tomorrow, and then drive to Palmerston North to get some of that action. Can't wait to bring that video to you guys next week. Anyway, that's it from me. Oh, I might as well just jump in the pool. Normally I jump in from the other side. Right, oh shit. I can't even stand up on the thing. Right. I don't know how this is gonna go. Ah! Hi, Kenan. Well, that's it for this week's Twof. We'll see you next week.